So the first card you have for your past is the Fool. And yes, I'm just seeing that you wanted to get away from a situation, actually. You're in this situation. Sorry about that noise. Every time I start a reading, a big noise goes past. It's an aeroplane. Okay, so yes, talking about aeroplanes, you wanted to escape, and yes, you wanted to run away even from this situation. You're in this really difficult situation, and yes, I'm seeing that you're under a lot of pressure, actually. And I'm also seeing that, you're in a love situation, and what I'm seeing is it's really frustrating. You're both going around and around in circles, and you actually weren't getting anywhere with them for some reason. It's like maybe you had something you were talking about and you weren't coming to any conclusion, or maybe things were going on and on and on and they weren't actually going anywhere. It was something like that. Really, really frustrating. So I hope that makes sense. You're really frustrated and you wanted to escape this this circle, this vicious circle going around and around. So that's what I'm seeing. Yes, so the next card you have your past is the Ace of Pentacles. Yes, I love this card. Of course, I'm glad you have this. And aces influence everything and give strength to everything in the whole reading. And it really gives it a lot of energy and really illuminates everything. And, I'm just sensing that you had a goal that you wanted to manifest here. And, you're planning, working toward achieving this goal. And what I'm seeing is things could have gotten off track, actually. So I'm not saying that the whole project gotten off track, but maybe your feelings toward this and the way you felt about this were off track. You'll have success with this. You have the Ace of Pentacles, so you'll definitely be successful in this. But, I'm just seeing a warning as well to just look back on when you started thinking about this project. So maybe you had an idea of where you wanted to go, and maybe there was some reason why you wanted to do this. And maybe you've lost track of that reason or something like that. You've gone off into some other area or something like that. So this is really also, you will have success with this, with the Ace of Pentacles, but also Pentacles are really about earth. So get back down to earth. I keep on seeing that you need to get back down to earth with something. So maybe you've gone off track somewhere and you need to get back to where you originally were. I'm not meaning to go right back to the start of this project and start wherever you started, because you've come a long way with this. What I mean is that you need to get back to the feeling and the idea and the thought of where you wanted, why you wanted to do this in the first place. It's something like that. I hope that makes sense. The last card you have your past is the Knight of Wands. So for single people, you could have had someone around you, and maybe you were just talking to this person. You probably weren't in a relationship with them. You're just not yet anyway. You're just talking to this person. But maybe they were thinking about being involved with you, or maybe you could have been interested in them. But what I'm seeing with this person is they're a really spontaneous person. So they're really fun to be around. They're really funny and fun and everything. But what I'm seeing is they have a lot of plans and ideas that sound really exciting. It's like they say, oh, I'd love to jump out of a plane. I want to do this and I want to go here. I want to travel and I want this and that. And yeah, they sound really exciting, actually. But they jump from one thing to another thing. That's what I'm seeing. So they start things and they don't finish things. So just think about, you might think that's fine. You might want to be with this person. But, this is the life you're going to have if you're with this person in the long term. That's what I'm seeing. And also, if they start lots of things and don't finish them, they might have that attitude about relationships as well. So just keep that in mind with this person. The first card you have your present is the Emperor. So you're coming into a really frustrating time, actually. I'm sorry. Yes, what I'm seeing is that, you're trying to organize something, and this is a practical thing you're trying to organize. You have your practical head on, and you're really well organized when you're in this mode. That's what I'm seeing, especially with the Emperor. And there's someone who's supposed to be helping you, and they're not giving you the information you need. So, or they're just not being clear. I'm seeing that they're being unclear, and you just want to go ahead and do things in a straightforward way. You want the facts. you're saying, give me the facts to them. You're trying to call them or text them, and you're saying, just give me the prices, give me the dates, give me the times, or whatever it is. And this person is not. They're being vague, or they're not answering your questions properly, and sometimes they're not even responding to you at all. And it's really frustrating. You just really want the answers. You just want the facts, and you just want to move ahead. And, if this resonates, you'll just have to find someone else who can do this, because this person really isn't helping. They're supposed to be removing problems from you, but they're actually bringing you problems. They're adding to your problems. And I'm feeling frustrated myself, actually, looking at this card. But yes, you might just have to find someone else if this is what this person's like. They're not reliable. The next card you have, your present, is the World. So yeah, this is great because you have the Ace of Pentacles and the World in the same reading. So yes, with this goal in the Ace of Pentacles, you can really now clearly see where you need to go, what you need to do, and exactly what you need to do to achieve what you want. And I'm not seeing you finishing this for a while. This is a project that's going to take some time to finish. That's okay. But yes, there are a lot of things surrounding this goal that you're a little bit confused about before, but now at this time, everything's going to fall into place for you. You're going to see exactly where you need to go. It's like suddenly someone puts a map in front of you and you say, right, now I know where I need to go. I can just go there. I'm not getting lost and going down the wrong road. It's like that. So the last card you have, your present, is the Page of Swords. So yes, there are some old habits, or some old things you used to do, I'm seeing, and these were no good for you. Maybe you were smoking, drinking, I don't know, eating too much. I don't know what you were doing, but you had some bad habits, and you're moving on from these things now. You're moving out of these bad habits, and you're removing them. And I'm seeing you removing a lot of things. Maybe you're removing things or people or places that remind you of these old habits, and you want to remove these things so you're not tempted anymore. So this is really, really good. Sometimes you need to even go into a completely new environment if you're addicted to something quite serious. So yes, I'm happy for you. I'm glad you're doing this. And this attitude, because you're getting over these old habits and you're changing, this is going to help you to focus on this goal too that you're working toward, because mentally, if you're getting rid of these old habits, this is going to help your confidence and help you to move forward in this as well. So for your future, the first card you have is the Star. So yes, this is another really fantastic card for you, excuse me. And yes, this thing that you're achieving, and yes, this goal that you're looking at, you're going to continue to have this positivity and hope, because you have the Star. This brings you hope. And yes, this project or this thing's really, really important to you, and it keeps on coming up all the way through this reading. The other thing I'm seeing is that for people in relationships, this is the time where you're probably going to really examine things, and you'll be making a decision soon which will end this really frustrating cycle of going around and around and not getting anywhere. And yes, this is really frustrating to me too, but you'll be making some sort of decision at this time in your future, or you'll come to some sort of conclusion about what to do about this. If not now in your future, it'll be sometime in your future, but it will be soon. It will be soon. The next card you have for your future is the Knight of Cups. So I'm just seeing someone around you. Actually, someone's afraid of commitment. That's what I'm seeing. Someone's afraid of commitment. And the words are telling you, or they're going to be, this is in your future, the words are going to be telling you that. They're going to be saying, oh yes, I do want a commitment, I do want to be with you. But their actions are not telling you the same thing. Their actions are telling you the opposite of what they're actually saying. The words are saying one thing, their actions are saying another thing. That's what I'm trying to say in a long-winded way. Sorry, I'm taking forever to get to the point. And yes, at this time, you're just going to realize that this is what's been happening. And because before you were saying, no, they must want to commit because that's what they say. But actually their actions are completely different. And, you sense this. You knew deep down something like this was going on. But it's like at this time you're finally going to see the reality, and you're going to see exactly what this person is like, and that they don't mean what they say. I'm sorry, that's what I'm seeing. It sounds really terrible, and it is really hard to get over something like this, but it is for the best in the long term. And it's hard to see that at the time, I know. So the last card you have in your future is the Hanged Man. So this person in the Knight of Cups isn't going to want to change. That's what I'm seeing. This is them. They're just hanging around. They're happy as they are. They're happy, not committed. They don't want to be single. They're happy to be as they are, but they don't want to be in a proper relationship. They don't want to commit properly either. They're just happy to hang around and not really do much or think or plan or do anything. They're just happy to sit there. And yes, they want it to keep it how it is for some reason, but you're not happy with the way things are. You're not happy. You think they're trying to string you along. And if you're not happy, there's no reason to, stick around if you're not happy. That's what I'm seeing there. So yes, Scorpio, I hope this resonated. Maybe not. This is very difficult, but it is for the best in the long term. And it is best that you do see this. But of course, these are general readings. They won't always resonate with everyone, as I always have to say. But again, if you like this reading, please like or subscribe or leave a comment if you'd like to. Thank you so much for watching.